This is question 9 on Unit 2 Foundation, June 2011. It says, show clearly the value of this sum is 18.5. Now this is one of those questions where they tell you the answer to the sum in the question. It's 18.5. So what we've got to do is to give a reason for it to be 18.5. Because if we just do 17 take away 5, we get 12. 12 divided by 2 is 6, and 6 plus 4 is 10. So we can't just go straight through and get this answer over here. Now, some of you may be familiar with BIDMaths or BODMaths, where you have to do things in certain order. So if you have BIDMaths, that stands for brackets, indices, dividing, which we have here, multiplying, adding, which we have here, and S for subtracting. So it tells us the order we have to do things in this sum. It's the dividing first, then the adding, and then the taking. Well, if I do the dividing first, that is this bit here. 5 divided by 2, half of 5 is 2.5. So that sum becomes 17 take away 2.5 plus 4. So now what I need to do is I can do my adding and taking, and I can actually do those together, adding and taking. I know they're in that order, but you can just go through and do those together. So 17 take away 2.5. 17 take away 2.5 is 14.5. 17 take away 2 was 15. Then I had to take another half off, which put me down there. 14.5 plus 4 is 18.5. That is the reason behind it. The main thing they'll want to see in that question is this line here with that 2.5 in the middle of that sum. Part B, we've got to use one pair of brackets to make this statement correct. So we've now got exactly the same numbers and symbols. We have an answer of 10 at the end. Well, let's just go through left to right and see. If I did 17 take away 5 first, I have 12. If I divide that by 2, I get 6. If I add 4 to that, I get 10. So I've got to make sure that this 17 take away 5 is done first. It's done before the dividing. And to make sure it's done before anything else, I need to put that in brackets. So that will now give me the sum 12 divided by 2, which is 6, and 6 plus 4 is 10. So putting those brackets in there has made that one work out. On part C, we've got to use 2 pairs of brackets to make it correct. Again, it's the same set of numbers. If you're going to put brackets in, you don't usually put brackets in around the dividing or the timesing, because normally they are done first anyway. So a good place to start is always with adding and taking away. We look back to the last question, we put our brackets around the taking away. So first off, I would suggest we try there and there, around the taking away and the adding. Let's see what happens here if we use these brackets. 17 take away 5 is 12. 2 plus 1 is 3. Then there's a divide between those two bits and a times over here. And now we can do the dividing and multiplying. So dividing, 12 divided by 3 is 4. So I have 4 up to this point, and 4 times by 4 is 16. So that did work. So the brackets are the first set, go around the taking away. The second set, go around the adding up.